I was in IOP yesterday, and our instructor said something that I really wanted to share. He said that we can't control our emotions, but we can learn how to manage them. And that really stuck out to me because I talk about like radical acceptance when it comes to BPD, because I feel like the more we try to like push it away and like hide from it, the more that it takes over us. I feel like I used to be like big on like, oh, I don't want to speak certain things over my life, but I don't even think that's what the fuck it is, because I'm just a very practical person. If I can accept the fact that BPD is something that I struggle with, I will be able to get over it and move beyond it. And I'm a firm believer in that you can heal from BPD. You know, scientists and psychologists and psychiatrists say you can't. Neurologists say you can't. But I just truly believe that you can. I've heard a few people say that they no longer fit the criteria for BPD. So I just really wanted to like share that, because self-acceptance and acceptance of your situation is very important. And also, you know, I think like another thing is like being accepting of like the intense emotions that come with it, because you can't really learn how to like manage a split or like a episode or crisis that you're going through if you don't accept that that is what's fucking happening. This is what's happening. This is the cards that I've been dealt. Is fucked up. I don't like it, but at the end of the day, this is what it is. So what are the steps that I can take to make sure that these crises or like splits or episodes are not messing up the things that I've built for myself, such as relationships, you know, such as getting on track with like your finances, you know, school, period, okay? Because me in school, I be tripping out because school is like a big thing for me. But yeah, and then I also wanted to like talk about the fact that like with BPD you are easily influenced. And to be honest, everyone is easily influenced. We don't see it because the symbolism and propaganda is so freaking good at manipulating people that a lot of people just don't catch it, you know. But I'll take one trend for example, shark boots. I want some shark boots. I'm gonna give me some. But just the fact that they're just such a big of a trend, that just goes to show you how easily influenced we are as people, regardless of your mental status. But I was mentioning being easily influenced because I'm moving soon to Houston, and well, I don't have a time frame on it, but I know that that's my goal. My goal is to move to Houston. And when I get there, I want to, like, you know, I have friends here, but all my friends are like busy with their kids, with their jobs, with their man, which is fair, you know, so I don't really get to see them much. But I want to cultivate like some new friendships when I do get there, and I know what type of women I want to be around, even men too, because I've always had like a variety of like men and women friends, and I still do. I want to be around women who, for one, on their shit, in their careers, really doing better than me in their careers, handling their business, blah blah blah, reaching for the stars, not stagnant, you know, still looking forward to things that they really want to do. You know, if they aren't in their purpose, looking for ways to do that for themselves. Two, I want them to be like on their mental health shit, you know, very much understanding that self-work never ends, that we are always constantly working on ourselves, and it shows in their everyday lives and like how they treat other people. And three, you know, I honestly, I'm not the type of person, I don't really need like many friends, maybe like 3 tops when I get there. But I do know that that's like the type of people that I want to be around, because being able to look to my left and my right, and having women who are on the same journey as me, and if they are further, I'm here for it. I even like women that, you know, are just getting on that path. Like I can still feel that inspiration coming from them and like beaming off of them. and I especially love getting to know like younger women. They inspire me so much because being on your shit at such a young age is inspiring as fuck. So yeah, and you know, just kind of like romance, like decenter romance in their life. Like that's not the only thing that they got going for themselves. And they don't like get so wrapped up into it. I really can dig that. Just like I was saying, like being able to like look to my left and my right and see another woman really maximizing her potential in this life is something that I really want around me. Period. You know. But yeah, back to like emotions. I want to say that, you know, us understanding and like accepting that we can never control our emotions, but we can manage our emotions is amazing, because sometimes we don't even realize that our emotions are like communicating something to us. Either communicating to something that is outside of us or communicating something that's inside of us. Like anger could tell you that your boundaries have been violated. And like I feel like one thing that I am learning on this journey is that a lot of us, especially women, don't know what our boundaries are, you know. So it's like as they come up, we learn what they are. But I think that when you are angry and you feel like a boundary has been violated, it's safe to say that you should journal about it. And also just get to the bottom of it and say, like, what boundary was that, so that I can learn how to communicate it to other people. When it, you know, either when it comes up or before the shit even come up, because don't piss me off. You know, another thing is I talk about jealousy a lot. Jealousy can also communicate to yourself, like, what is it that you're missing from your life? What is it that you need to feel better about yourself? And to like not look at somebody else's lane and compare yourself to them. I think that's like a very major one. Also like happiness and joy. I think that those can communicate. I love those two emotions because they communicate to you. I love all emotions, but they can communicate to you that where you are at, you feel safe. And it's a mood booster, you know. And you can kind of like, you know, even write that down and see what it is about that situation that made you happy and feel joy with inside of you, so that you can put yourself in situations like that a lot more, right? So yeah, I think that's kind of all I have to say in this rant. Oh no, I wanted to talk about shame and guilt. Okay, I wanted to talk about distinguishing shame and guilt. So shame and guilt are both unpleasant, self-conscious emotions that arise when someone negatively evaluates themselves or their behavior. Although people often use these terms interchangeably, there are important differences between these emotions and the best strategies for managing them effectively. This table can help you distinguish the two. What are you negatively evaluating? So for the shame column, it says myself, who I am as a person, some aspect of my identity. For example, my ethnic, sexual, or gender identity. Guilt. It says something I said to someone, something I did, one of my behaviors, one of my actions. What information is this emotion providing you? For shame, it says, I'm a terrible person. There's something wrong with me. I'm flawed or faulty. I'm not worthy. I'm undeserving of good things. Guilt. I did something wrong. I hurt someone I care about. I don't act like the type of person I want to be. And I think that the difference between shame is that it puts us down as a whole, and it gets you stuck in a place where you cannot move forward. That's why I be saying, people be like, bring shame back. You're fucking nuts. You're nuts. Do not bring shame back. Guilt is a very good emotion because it lets you know that you did something wrong and you need to change because it doesn't align with the person that you came here to be, right? And they're very much, shame and guilt are emotions that we don't feel until we get older, because we learn how to become more self-aware of the things that we're doing. So those aren't things that we feel when we're babies or like toddlers or whatever. There's something that we learn as we become more aware of ourselves. So hope you like this rant.